and welcome in. This is Ron Brown's Drone Channel here on YouTube. And this is the part where you usually see the big intro with all the music and sound effects and special effects and all that stuff. Well, we don't have that here in the channel. We're getting right into the video. So I was out flying the DJI Mavic 3 drone just the other night. This is the latest iteration of the Mavic series of drones from DJI. They had a Mavic Pro, a Mavic 2 Pro, and the Mavic Zoom, and then this is the Mavic 3. And I said just then, I think it was just last night. Let me get specific here. So, and let me get right to the point here. So I took it up. There were no issues on launching or whatever. Got plenty of satellites in, launched flawlessly, hovered flawlessly. Everything was good. So in this video, you'll see within a few minutes of going out over the water and then back over the salt marshes again, I stopped the drone for a second to adjust some exposure settings, and all of a sudden the horizon started it actually went up this way and then down and way up this way or whatever, with kind of hands off the stick. And I didn't really see a drift per se, but in the previous video, I showed you, I talked about drifting. I actually didn't have video of that, but tonight luckily I had the camera rolling when this happened. Now, I don't have the screen recording of it, but you will see the actual footage that came off the SD card of it misbehaving. So rather than me talk about it, let's just kind of jump right into it and let's roll this clip, and then we'll come back and discuss it at the end. So roll that clip. Okay, we start the flight here by doing a sideways action here, from moving, from the right to the left here, just sideways, and keeping the camera, straight out here. So as you go across the bay here and the Bay Bridge here to the causeway here. Now we're over the salt marshes here, and everything's fine. And then we come to a stop for a second, and oh my, look at the horizon going funny. It was high on the left, and now it's high on the right. I mean, way bad. So now we're going to push forward a little bit here and see what happens. And maybe that was a little bit of the drifting issue too there. Okay, now we're pushing forward here. And it seems to have corrected itself for the most part. But when you take your hands off the sticks, that's when your troubles come in. I didn't see the drift so much here, but we definitely saw a crooked horizon, or a wobbly horizon, really, because it went both ways. Okay, so now we're on the six again, flying forward. We're up about 200 feet in the air or higher, and we're flying in. I don't know if this is normal spark mode, but we're moving along in a pretty good clip here. The camera looks great here. We're at low light now. The sun is kind of to the back of the drone now, but it's still picking up a lot of detail in the houses along the shore. The shadows aren't crushed. The colors look good, not oversaturated, but good. So I'm very happy with the quality of the video. The cloud detail is nice in the skies here, and it's not over sharpened. It's just kind of like just a nice neutral sharpening here. Compare it to some other drones and other small cameras that really over sharpen. So okay, we've about time to head back now here. It's kind of getting late in the day here, so we're sorry about the quick yaw there. But now you're seeing the sunset behind me, and you can see it's getting pretty close to being down. So now, of course, the shadows are a little bit more crushed now as we're flying into the sun. But that should be expected, really. But I like the color in the sky there. That's that Hasselblad color technology. So, okay, I'm stopping the drone here to kind of adjust the exposure on the video here, because I want to, kind of a little more detail on the ground there. But what the good news here is, even though I've got the hands off the sticks and the drone's not moving per se, we don't see any drifting issues now. We don't see any horizon issues. So that's a good thing here. So as I try to point out, these issues with the drifting horizon don't always happen. I don't know what causes them. Here we're coming in over this little canal here, inlet here, where a lot of people have boats and whatever. It kind of makes for a nice little scenic thing there. We see some colors off the water there, and we're You see where you come in from the channel there, the inland waterway. So looking good. And now we got their gimbal down here, looking at you at the bay here. And I have a button for a quick gimbal up. Even though we did a quick gimbal up, there's no horizon issues now, so that's good, right? All right. Well, I hope you found that clip interesting. And I don't mean to, alarm anybody. I mean, this doesn't happen all the time. There is a new drone. I'm sure they're ironing out software issues, and I'm not trying to down this drone in any way. I'm only trying to show you my experience as unfiltered as possible with it. Yeah, I'm not trying to, discourage anybody from buying a drone or encouraging anybody to buy the drone one way or the other. You just do with the information, that I'm giving you in this video as you see fit. Like I said, I'm not, I'm not trying to be an alarmist here. I'm not trying to say the drone's dangerous or whatever. I'm just showing you what happened and trying to speculate on why it happened. And, I don't think it was a satellite problem. At that point, I think I had like 18 or 19 satellites. And you'll see, you saw in the video where I moved to another point that wasn't far away from that point, and I took my hands off the stick again to adjust exposure, and that time the drone did nothing. It sat still. The horizon stayed good. And that the second time where it stayed good, I was over kind of an area where there were houses and stuff where there possibly could have been Wi-Fi interference. But in the first location, I was over the salt marshes or whatever, over nothing. I mean, I was a good distance away from anything that would have been transmitting Wi-Fi. Maybe somebody in their car on their cell phone riding by on that Causeway Road there. But I mean, I was kind of, isolated far enough away from, pretty much probably any Wi-Fi interference at that point when the little incident happened. So again, I speculate away in the video, what it could have been. I think it's just kind of a software glitch or anomaly of the drone. I mean, again, I don't compass calibrate before every video, but I don't calibrate any of my DJI drones before every flight. So something's different here than in the other drones. Again, I'm guessing it's firmware related. I wouldn't say it's app related because I don't see this on the Mini 2 or the Air 2S, which run the same app. So okay. That's about it. I just wanted to, get this out there because it's a lot of discussion about crooked horizon issues with the Mavic 3. And I haven't seen it often. I had seen it before where I didn't have a recording of it, but this time I did get it recorded. So, and as you can see, when I put my hands on the stick there and flew it, over, back to the water again, it quickly fixed itself and it never returned. So, so far, what I've seen with the horizon issue and the drifting issue, it's a hands off the stick issue that seems to be, at the root of the issues for me. And again, I'm always saying this. I've seen it with my drone. I'm not saying you're going to see it with your drone or anybody else's drone. I'm only telling you I'm seeing it with my drone. So whether my drone has some kind of a hardware error or not, I don't know. I guess eventually I should send this stuff into to DJI if I'm the only one experiencing it. But again, from reports I've seen on the internet, I'm not the only one that has experienced these issues. So I think it's more of a global issue. But again, I'm not saying that if you buy the Mavic 3, you will see these issues. I'm only saying it's happened to me. So again, if you want to see any other content in the Mavic 3, go over and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification when I put future videos up. And I already have a good deal of Mavic 3 content on my channel. Go back about one video or so on my channel, and you'll see the video where I talk about drifting. I don't actually have video, but I talk about the drifting issue I had on a flight a couple days before this one, and you'll see plenty of flight tests I've done with the Mavic 3, and also some content on the RC Pro Smart Controller my setup, kind of unboxing of that thing, and issues I found with that also, or not just issues, tips, good things too. Find as many good things as I do bad things. I hope more good things actually. So if you got anything out of this video, liked it, give me the old thumbs up, and and we will see you, probably real soon with another video on the new DJI Mavic 3 drone. Everybody be out there, fly safe.